Afternoon and welcome to your Susan G. Komen How to Get Your Company Involved webinar. We're so excited to have you here today and share a little bit about how you and your company can become involved in our signature events across Pennsylvania. I want to start by introducing you to the Pennsylvania team at Susan G. Komen. My name is Brandy Engelberger, and I'm the Executive Director overseeing Pennsylvania. And I'll pass it over to Molly to introduce herself.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Molly Sweet. I'm the development manager here in Western PA, and I live in the Pittsburgh area. Taylor?
You're on mute.
And my name is Taylor Kazaoka. I'm the development manager for Eastern Pennsylvania, and I live outside of Philadelphia. I was going to begin our presentation today by sharing what our vision is, and that is creating a world without breast cancer. And that would not be possible without our mission to save lives by meeting the most critical needs of our communities and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. We believe that breast cancer has a 360 approach, and we are the only breast cancer organization to attack it this way. Our 4 pillars, which you will see quite often, is research, care, community, and action. We're proud to say that we have invested more in research to fight breast cancer than any other nonprofit organization outside the U.S. government, with 57% of our funding currently going towards metastatic and recurrent breast cancer and 16% going towards health disparities. Our financial assistance program is just one of our many programs for those currently battling breast cancer. We have a firm belief that financial hardship shouldn't keep those with breast cancer from getting the care they need. If you know someone or yourself who is currently stage 0 to 3, you are eligible for $500, and stage 4 is eligible for $750 if you meet our eligibility requirements. Currently, we are able to give over $10 million in support to 18,000 individuals across the country. This has been a 700% increase in the number of patients receiving Komen financial assistance since 2021. And thankfully, we have been able to support every single person who needs help. This would not be possible without supporters like yourselves. Another big component of ours is advancing health equity, and that's overcoming barriers to care. We have programs such as our Stand for Her in Philadelphia that is providing a number of resources to those who need it, including genetic testing, patient navigation training, and culturally tailored health education. Our helpline is full of amazing knowledge, from our trained specialists and oncology social workers to patient navigators who are able to help with all information related to breast cancer. So if you or a loved one have questions, please feel free to give them a phone call. They can answer every question I've ever seen them answer, including providing emotional support, clinical trial information, questions from where can I find a wig to where can I donate my wig. If somebody's needing a support group, the patient navigators are more than happy to help. And they are available in both English and Spanish. And lastly is our Take Action. So we have a group that go and talk to our local representatives every single year. They are moving bills across Congress in the different parts of the government. And if this is an interest for you, please make your voice heard by becoming an advocate at text Komen to 40649. Molly?
Thanks, Taylor. So that brings us to our More Than Pink Walk, which, as Brandy mentioned, is our signature event. This year's theme is All of Us, because it does take all of us to cure breast cancer. The More Than Pink Walk is not only Komen's largest fundraising event annually, it's also the largest community gathering, educational event, as well as celebration of our survivors and thrivers, the reason we do all of this. In Pennsylvania, the More Than Pink Walk will be hosted in the greater Philadelphia area on Mother's Day on Sunday, May 12th. And here in Pittsburgh, it'll be at Shenley Park once again on Sunday, May 19th, the week following. Here are QR codes, and we will also follow up with links to register. But all of the registration is at komen.org/either Philadelphia Walk or /Pittsburgh Walk. And look at all of these sponsors. We can't make all of the wonderful mission happen without sponsorship, and we are open to sponsorship still for both of our walks. And as you can see here, you'll be in very good company. These cover not only local, national, and some national teams as well.
Thanks, Molly. So when wondering, why get your company involved in the More Than Pink Walk, not only is it a great way to make an impact, and not only is it a great way to support everything that the information that Taylor provided that Komen is doing, but unfortunately, it's really a matter of when, not if, someone in your workplace will be affected by breast cancer. With 1 in 8 women in the U.S. being diagnosed in her lifetime, unfortunately, there's a good chance that somebody that you sit with or work with, a colleague, will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And so it's a great way to support, those folks, your colleagues, support yourself, and to be able to bring your company out and have your coworkers be educated on breast health, to feel empowered, to engage with other community members, and then, of course, to celebrate those living with breast cancer and those survivors and thrivers. And so you can engage employees while making an impact in your community. So one way to become involved with the More Than Pink Walk is by doing a team. This can be friends and family, organizations, schools, or of course, companies. And so a company can register a team for either of the More Than Pink Walks. And once they're registered, they can recruit coworkers, across departments, across floors, and really get the whole company involved by having them register as well. We provide a lot of tools and resources so that everybody that registers for a team feels empowered and armed to go out and fundraise for the event. And then, the reason we want to do it, again, not only to make a great impact, but this is a great way to really strengthen teamwork. A lot of teams come out on the day of the event in big crowds. It's a great way to develop strong leadership skills as you rally colleagues around a community mission. Of course, improve well-being through volunteer activities. And then a lot of companies see a lot of great benefits from being involved. So again, like I mentioned, employee engagement, but also generating a positive sentiment in your community by making that local impact. And then, of course, attracting and retaining new employees, customers, and partners by demonstrating, how socially responsible the company is. There's a few stats here. You can see 81% of employees would donate, advocate, or volunteer more if their employee offered them easy ways to do so. Additionally, 70% of employees say it was imperative or very important to work where mission and value align. So this is something that's important to employees. Employees want to see opportunities like this, and this is a great way to provide that to them. Again, just to have it up here are the QR codes to register for either event. Again, Philadelphia will be Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th in Bensalem at Parks Casino. And on Sunday, May 19th, we'll host the Pittsburgh More Than Pink Walk at Shenley Park. And we're excited to share a quick video of one of our team captains from a corporate team. This is Amy Hamilton. She has led a team for many years and gotten her colleagues and employees involved. And she is here via video to share with us just a little bit about why it's important and really what she and her company get out of participating as a team.
Can you guys hear it? Okay, technical difficulties. 1 second.
And I've been, in this role for about 18 months, but I've been at Pico, or one of the excellent companies, for almost 25 years.
Wonderful. And what made you get involved in the More Than Pink Walk? I know you were also previously involved in the Race for the Cure.
Yeah, and so Pico's been involved as long as I can remember since I've started. There's been, whether it was an organized walk or not, I can't remember, but they've always been engaged. And I became the executive sponsor when I moved into the vice president of support services role about, boy, tested my memory, 8 years ago or so. And Ellen Kavanaugh, who was my predecessor, who retired, she was the executive sponsor. And she was a breast cancer survivor. And she had said to me at the time, would you be willing to take over as the executive sponsor for the PICO team? Because she knew I was a big supporter of the organization already, and I participated in the runs. And I said, I'd be happy to do it. And I said, but I, at that point in my life, had not had breast cancer and really didn't have anyone in my family who had had it. So I said, would it be better to have someone who's had a more personal experience? And the good news is at that time, we didn't have any female executives that had, right? That's the good news. That's what you want. So I said, great, I'll take it over. And then really enjoyed it because I'm passionate about the organization and PICO's involvement. And then, you know, in 2019, myself was diagnosed with breast cancer. I, you know, I'm doing great. And so I had my treatment and everything as well. But, you know, said, well, there we go. I got my wish. The executive sponsor is somebody who has a personal connection with breast cancer. But it's just, you know, was a less scary thing for me, I would say, having gone through that, being so involved over the years with Susan G. Komen. Like, I was already educated about a lot of things that I think people otherwise wouldn't be. And so it helped, certainly, that I had that experience when I got my own diagnosis. But now it's even more meaningful for me to be the executive sponsor.
Well, thank you. And PICO has been a top team for, oh my gosh, years now, I think. What is the success? What do you guys do that makes you so successful in your fundraising efforts and team efforts?
You know, we have a very competitive culture, first of all, but we have a very, very philanthropic, giving employee base, and that stems from the culture. It stems from our CEO, you know, Mike Inocenzo, all the way down, and CEOs that obviously predated him. It's just something that's ingrained in who we are, and so people understand, even new employees, that this is just part of who we are. And so employees, we make it very easy for employees to get engaged. We give matching gifts for people to help them really support their organizations. We make it fun. We make it easy. And because we support them in the organizations, they support us in our organizations. And so it's a give and take. I go to lots of events besides the Susan G. Komen because I'm supporting my colleagues. And then when there's an event, and most of the events that we do, usually somebody has a personal connection, right? And so they're supporting you as well. And so that's just been really, you know, the recipe for success for us over the years.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with everybody here. Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I think that, you know, I've seen other teams over the years whose ideas I want to steal, that have done, you know, different things to increase their participation and their money. And so I would say, if you are doing a corporate team or you're new to it, you know, work with the Komen organization and get a contact for other corporate teams and reach out to them. At the end of the day, we all have the same goal, and that's to raise as much money as possible for this cause. And so I think people really would give you great ideas and give you help. And we plan on doing that this year with some of the other teams that, you know, we're always neck and neck with, just to say, you know, what are you guys doing that's working for you and what can we do? And I've seen other people with t-shirts that we've not done. And so maybe we're thinking of doing a fun contest for a t-shirt design. So I think there's a lot of different things. So I would say just reach out and talk to other people and get ideas, because they're all going to be very supportive to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a great day.
Again, that was Amy Hamilton from PICO. We are so thankful for her leadership and the company's support. I think she shared, you know, not only how it's impactful, but it's fun. You could have a little friendly competition and really make a great campaign and a great day out of it for a company. And like I said, it could really be fun. So right here, we have some fundraising tips and tricks, but these are just some different ways that you could really make it fun around the office, whether you're virtual or in person. A camera off day. So again, instead of like traditional jeans day, make it a day with no video during meetings, and ask for a donation. a breakfast with, put together a breakfast or a lunch with a high level executive at your company, so that people are really motivated to fundraise, because perhaps the highest fundraiser gets to have that breakfast with that person. So all kinds of fun ways to really make it your own and really make it representative of your company and make it a really good time. Another great way that companies can make an impact is through matching gifts. This is when somebody makes a donation that works for a company, and the company actually goes ahead and literally matches that gift. It's a great and easy way to literally double your efforts. And a lot of people, until they are wondering whether or not their company has a matching gift program, don't even know. So we do recommend contacting your HR department or looking into it with your company to see if that is something your company offers, so that you can get anything that you donate matched and double your efforts. Women of Steel here, you can see, they actually were able to raise $6,000 in matching gifts. Our team captain stood outside of her job site with a pink construction hat, asking for donations from fellow employees, and she was able to collect $6,000. Again, she knew she could make an even bigger impact by asking her employee to match that gift. So U.S. Steel Corporation was able to do that, and the total raise ended up being not $6,000 but $12,000. So it just goes to show not only how impactful it is, but how easy that can be as well. In addition to participating as a team and really the employee engagement opportunity, there's wonderful opportunities for companies that are looking for opportunities to engage with the community, opportunities to elevate their brand and really promote their brand and their presence within the community. So we offer sponsorship opportunities, completely customizable, so that they really align with the company's mission and goals and what they're working to do. And this can be everything from having, you can see some photos here of some of our sponsors and how they really take advantage of the booth space that they're given. Activities can be held in there, giveaways can be given, and just really an opportunity to engage with the community. In addition to that, great opportunities for logo placement on t-shirts and website and any kind of marketing collateral. And again, really customizing those so that they align with what a company is looking for. As you can see here, 71% of employees say company-sponsored volunteer activities are essential to employee well-being. So if you or your company has an interest in sponsorship, or you want to learn more about what that looks like, you can reach out to us, myself, Taylor, or Molly. And again, when we talk about, why do we want a company to get involved? What is the benefit of that? You can see a lot here. Are you likely to shop at or purchase products from a company that sponsored Komen's more than Pink Walk? The survey said 93% said yes, that they are either likely, more likely, or extremely likely. 77% of consumers are motivated to purchase from companies committed to making the world a better place. 73% of investors state that efforts to improve the environment and society contribute to their investment decisions. And 90% of employees who work at companies with a strong sense of purpose say they were more inspired, motivated, and loyal. So it just goes to show there's a whole lot of benefit to getting involved, not only personally, not only for the fun, not only for the impact, but also just a great opportunity for a company to present themselves. And I'm going to turn it over to Molly.
Sorry, I was on mute. Thank you, Brandy. Just a very quick highlight on one such partnership that's gone very well, and I wanted to highlight the Pittsburgh Pirates here in Pittsburgh. The MLB does have a national presence with Komen, but here locally, you can make most of any sort of partnership. And aligning, we have been able to do so many wonderful things, from volunteering to having mascots at the walk. As you can see, they provided some swag. Our top volunteers and fundraisers were treated to a Mother's Day game, goes on and on. So when Brandy says customizable, it really is, and you can make it the most for your organization and your employees. And I just love our partnership. You see a quote here from Jackie Chauvron, who is the community developer for the Pirates, and we have such a wonderful partnership with them. So just a quick highlight on all that it could be.
Another way that companies can become involved is through volunteering. It takes a lot to put on these events, and as a nonprofit organization, we do rely on passionate volunteers to help out every step of the way. So we do have opportunities for groups to actually volunteer, and they can really own an area of the event. They can come out in branded t-shirts as a group and really make a day of it. So 96% of employees say that volunteering in their community is important to them. So possibly you want to get involved. Some people want to walk. Some people are not interested in doing that, but we do have those volunteer opportunities as well. Right here are QR codes if you wanted to scan those for the volunteer link for both Philadelphia and then Pittsburgh's on the right. Some other ways to become involved. We are just kicking off a Philadelphia Young Professionals Committee. So if you have people in your company, young professionals that want to get involved, that maybe have a passion for what we do and want to help educate other young professionals about risks, about breast health, and about how they can make an impact in the fight against breast cancer, please let us know. Taylor is spearheading that, and we are welcoming anybody interested in doing something like that. We have a really fun competition that will be kicking off next year. It's called Bigwigs, and this is an opportunity. It's an influencer campaign. So you can think about people within your company that might be the right person to pick out a fun pink wig, wear it for a week, wear it everywhere they go, tell people why they're wearing it, post it on social media and tell people why it's important to them, and raise money and compete to be the biggest wig in the region. And then we are also building our inaugural executive leadership committees for both More Than Pink Walks. This is a exclusive group of leaders from across the community who want to see the event be successful, because they know that the more success we have in the event, the more success we have in fulfilling our mission. So if you know somebody with a big network, a great deal of influence, that's passionate about the work we do and want to get involved, please let us know. We're looking for people who want to open their network to invite more people to join us at the More Than Pink Walks. And we want to do a very special thank you to our current sponsors for the 2024 Pittsburgh and the 2024 Greater Philadelphia More Than Pink Walks. You can see them here. We're very lucky and thankful to have them on board. And so just again, how we can get you involved. Create a corporate team. The websites are listed here. We'll also follow up in an email with all of that information. If you're interested in sponsoring, you can contact us and we can customize something after a nice conversation about what you're looking for. We have those volunteer groups, our young professional groups, and our bigwigs, and then, of course, our executive leadership committee. So wherever your interest lies, we look forward to connecting with you one-on-one to chat about that further. Again, here's our contact information. Do not hesitate to reach out with anything that you need. We're here to support everyone every step of the way. And we thank you for joining us. And we want to end today by giving you a nice little idea of what the walk looks like and what it's all about. So we're going to end here with this video.
What Susan G. Komen does is it helps with the research, it helps us with finding a cure, it helps us to prevent and to be proactive in the situation.
So here I am, 19 years later, yes, cancer-free. When you have the support of the community to help the people that are going through breast cancer, it's an amazing feeling.
That's the More Than Pink Walk. And we thank you all for joining us today. And we hope to see you on May 12th or May 19th at one of our More Than Pink Walks.